So what's your stacking strategy for 2020?
Greetings, Star Wars Stackers. How you doing? I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked so that way you get updated with any new content. So as you saw in my intro, today I'm going to be talking about my 2020 stacking strategy. I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of blabbering and jibber-jabbering right here. I'm just going to get right to the video.
So people in the community have already been posting their stacking videos, their 2020 strategy stacking videos, and I figured I'd post mine this week because we are right on the heels of the new year. But, I wanted to kind of share my thoughts of what I will be doing in 2020 and give you my opinions on what maybe some of you should try doing. And so let's just dive right in. So basically, what are you looking at here? It's obvious you're looking at a pile of gold and some silver, right? So right now, many of you who are into stacking do pay attention to the silver-gold ratio. And at the time of this video, we sit at 84 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold, okay? So one of these is equal to the tubes of American Silver Eagles and the 4 that you see right there before you. Why am I showing you this? Recently, Guido Stacking did a video, my buddy Guido, showing the silver and gold. I've discussed the storage issues that I have with all of the silver that I've accumulated over the last few years. And if you are curious, I do have a full stack video, which is pretty obsolete at this point from maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. A lot has changed since then, as has my gold stack. But that being said, basically what I'm going to be doing in the new year is I'm going to be moving away from the ASEs. And I know a lot of you are big into the American Silver Eagles as well as just silver in general. And I'm going to be moving more into gold. And why is that? Well, I did see Salvate Metal also posted a video very recently talking about wanting to tighten the gap of his silver and gold, I would say, position. And he wants to accumulate more gold. And if you haven't checked out that video, you definitely want to give it a look. The man accumulated 14.5 ounces of gold this year alone. Good for you, my friend. Make sure you put me in that will of yours. And, this is something that I've been doing for the last, I'd say 2 years, maybe 3 years. The gold that you see here, the 10th ouncers, these 1 10th ounce gold coins I bought maybe a decade ago when gold was sitting at around $950 per ounce. So I was able to actually get these 1 10th ounce gold eagles for approximately $104, $110 a piece. So that's, today they're going for about $175. So that's a good deal. So to start with the new 2020 resolution of stacking more gold, I did happen to pick up 2 1/4 ounce gold Krugerrands. I actually do not own any. Well, I do now, but I didn't own any Krugerrands. Always wanted to. Want to actually get some 1 ouncers eventually, but I was able to get these at a ridiculous price, very, very close to spot. And I want to thank US Coin Trust. If you guys ever want to check out the local coin shop that I frequent, you definitely want to check out down below in the description, right down there. But I got a really good price on these. I went in there thinking I was going to buy the one. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I ended up buying 2 of them. So it's a little early, but I'm going to consider that part of the 2020 resolution. The other thing I'm going to be doing is start stacking, and this is going to be like blasphemy to all of you, but I'm going to start stacking fiat. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, this is terrible. What are you doing? Blasphemer! I just think that it is important to accumulate as much fiat as you can as well. And again, this is pretty contrarian to what the majority of us believe in the stacking community, but I would like to have a little bit more liquidity. So what I'm going to be doing, basically, guys, is while I still will be stacking silver, I most likely will only be buying silver coins in different series that I collect. And I will also be purchasing silver for my auctions, obviously. But I won't be stacking hard. I won't be going with crazy amounts of constitutional silver. I won't be buying lots and lots of generic silver rounds. I'm pretty much going to be stacking for 2020 mainly gold. And while gold right now is relatively high, we're talking 1,500 an ounce. And again, silver is 84 to 1. Many in the community believe that silver is undervalued, and I do too. Again, silver starts to become a headache when you accumulate a decent amount of it and you're trying to store it. And gold, it's just so beautiful, right? So the other thing that I am doing aside from the gold and stacking the different silver coins for different series and whatnot that I am collecting, and the fiat currency as well, dollars. The other thing I'm kind of interested in and intrigued by are gold backs. And I'll do a video about that down the road. But that's something that I'm also kind of interested in. I'm not entirely sure as to how much of that I will get into. It might be something like Bitcoin, just another type of currency that people can kind of get excited and behind. But, I don't know if gold backs are going to necessarily take off. Anyway, I digress. But what I would say to the most of you that are out there, if you're thinking about stacking just in general, I do think that you should stack both silver and gold. Again, similar to Salivate Metal and some others within the community, I am also going to be strengthening my position in gold, and I'm going to start backing off of silver. In terms of ounces, how much do I want to accumulate? I don't know. I don't have a particular number. And many people say you need to have some sort of goal, some sort of number. Life happens, as many of you are aware. Bills pop up. Things unexpectedly break down. And it's very, very difficult to stack and reach a particular number when the unforeseen occurs. So with that said, what does that mean? I'm basically I look for deals, and if I see something that's really good, I buy it. And that's it. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I don't necessarily say, oh, this year I'm going to stack 200 ounces of silver, 5 ounces of gold. Too much can happen during the course of a year. So I find that those goals, while they're good to have, I don't necessarily think that they are entirely useful. So what I do, and what I tell my friends, just pay attention to the spot prices. Pay attention to the news. Pay attention to the U.S. economy and different announcements and what the Fed does and trade wars that are occurring between our country and other nations. And just keep an eye on the spot prices. And when stuff takes a dip, buy some. And if stuff goes up a little bit, buy some then too. It all dollar costs averages, and in the long run, again, I've been saying that it's a long-term game. I don't look at this as something to flip. I don't look at gold and silver as something to speculate. I just buy it as a long-term savings. I like to have it. I like to hold it. I like it in my position. I like doing the videos about it. But I would say just buy the gold when you can. Buy silver when you can. If you have $50 extra sitting in your bank account or $100 in your pocket, consider just going to the store and just, I'm just going to buy, something really small. This is like a 1/20th. This is a peso. Or buy some silver. But just pick and choose your spots. Be smart. And yeah, I know that's pretty vague, but that's my strategy. I don't have some sort of formula to give you guys. Go buy X amount of gold and X amount of ounces of silver. Just buy it when you can. Pay attention to the prices, and consider storage, because silver can take up lots and lots of space. So anyhow, guys, that's it for me.
With that, guys, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you like this video, check this video out. That video is cool too. Remember to keep stacking. Long live the Empire.